Hey guys, Dave here once again for another episode of Judged by ThatDudeinBlue. Our last episode was our funny picture contest where you guys sent in funny pictures of yourselves with your cars and you sent it to this email right here. However, the next challenge was that you make the best ThatDudeinBlue meme. I'm actually working on that video right now, but then I came up with another idea. Instead of doing everything kind of in real time, I kind of made a list of some of my favorites that didn't make the cut in the previous episodes. And not so much that they're cool or whatever, but mostly that they're weird and or unique. And even one of them was super shocking that I found. This episode is sponsored by kellybluebook.com and they inspired me to make this episode. They actually just released a new article called Class of 2019, the new redesigned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Basically, the article goes over cars that got facelifts essentially, and if the changes were good or bad. The new Aston Martin Vantage, it looks absolutely stunning. It's actually probably the biggest change Aston has had in 20 years if you look at it. It doesn't have that generic front grille they've used for so long to where you couldn't even tell the difference between year to year to the untrained eye. I'm extremely excited about the new Ford Ranger, and I think that truck will be a game changer for Ford because it's a nice small to mid-sized truck if you don't need to tow giant things. And look, one of my subscribers, Nick, has a Ranger. I can imagine how excited he is. Biggest one I'm excited about is the Lamborghini Urus. The Lamborghini Urus, I actually got to see the concept in Italy at Lamborghini's factory, and I was completely against Lamborghini building an SUV. As soon as I saw it though, I was like, you gotta build this, man. You have to build the Urus. It'll change Lamborghini's company forever in a positive way. I think they'll get a lot more sales that way, and it'll help their brand to make better sports cars. I think this article is great for what we're about to talk about because cars are unique in their own right over time. And these are unique transformations, and you can kind of tell where trends go in each era. 80s is kind of boxy, 90s is super curvy, and then we kind of met in the middle with very sharp angles later down the road. Huge thanks to Kelly Blue Book once again, and let's get started. So I'm gonna start off with one that absolutely shocked me, and it's a familiar face to probably most of you. So you guys might have watched a little YouTube channel called Mighty Car Mods, and look what I found. It's literally Moog's old S2000 in Australia, and that's so amazing to me. Hey David, I love your show. Here's my beloved S2000 that used to belong to Moog, one of the hosts of MCM. The car is perfect in every way except for the lack of power, which should be fixed with the supercharger hopefully soon. The kit that my buddy John used in my S2000 review with that was a perfect amount of power. So if you're interested, that's probably a good way to go. Really beautiful car. I love the matte blue on it, or the semi-gloss blue wrap they did, and the chopped sticker in the back. It's just great seeing a car kind of in the wild when you've seen it on a video series. And I think that's how a lot of people feel when they see something like my Mustang or my 240 in person, which is extremely flattering. This one is by Tyler, and he says, hey, big fan of Judging Subscribers series, just thought I'd send in my RX7. Hope you like it, and if you want to see updates, you can follow him on Instagram right here. You basically can't go wrong with a Rocket Bunny slash wide body RX7. I mean, look at the detail he has with the wing and the arches over here. His wheel and tire setup is literally on point. There's no crazy poke of the tire right here. Absolutely beautiful car. Love the taillight setup. For God's sake, Mazda, make an RX-9. We're all waiting. Next one is actually from Malaysia, and it's kind of a commuter car in Malaysia, but I don't know a lot about them, and that's why I chose it, was because I don't know a lot about them, but it was cool seeing it transform into something great. So here's the original car, but then he transformed it into this. It's very kind of Fast and Furious looking, but with the arches over the wheels and everything, you can really tell that there was a lot of effort put into the body and paint. And it gives almost like a Brian O'Connor vibe off. It's almost like the same color as the Eclipse. Proton Wyra, I apologize if I pronounced it wrong, but I just thought it was cool that Voltec's wing on basically what looks like a commuter car to the average Joe. I give props to that. Good job. It looks tasteful. So this one literally said in the subject line, won't disappoint. It's a 1969 Chevy Nova that my father and I built along with the help of two friends. Full Detroit Speed suspension. Detroit Speed, awesome guys, build incredible cars. But There's the goods right there. LS swapped, LSX intake manifold. The goods, man. It just really made this car a full 100%, because I love old muscle cars, but I love them even more when there's modern technology in them. And call me sacrilegious, but I really think that's when a muscle car really catches my eye, when it's more of a pro touring old muscle car. I think they did an amazing job. This one was really crazy. This was actually from England, and I've actually never seen one of these in person. This is the Hemi Amp, I think it's called. I am so sorry if it is actually the IMP. I have no knowledge, but that is why, once again, I'm choosing a car I know nothing about. This episode was more about showing cars that I've literally never seen before and introducing them to maybe more of you guys who have never seen them, especially in the United States who view my show. So here it is, Hemi Amp, 1974, done a full restoration, alloy 4-cylinder with 39 horsepower in the back. And I think that's so cool, because it's mounted in such a strange way. It almost looks like it's completely horizontal. And then look at that. That's just such a cool little car. Kind of gives off an Escort vibe, like an old Ford Escort. And literally the subject line of this one was called, "I did a bozo thing." So it's this giant exhaust pipe out the back. For restoration, car weighs 1,600 pounds, so it's actually not that slow. And it's kind of like Carmen Ghia Volkswagen mindset. So this one is not so much unique, but super well done. So everybody loves the BMW E30 for the most part, especially if you're a Euro fan. But this one, just look at this engine bay. Look at it. It just looks so well done, tidied up, tucked, and all the piping looks like it was done without just hacking up the engine bay and just throwing a turbo on it. That looks like a legitimate kit, and I don't even know if they did it custom. The gold wrapping and everything really brings it all together. And then you see the outside, and you can see that it is race car inspired for sure, but the intercooler being seen and all that, it really made me go, wow. I love E30s when they're really done up, but you just don't see them that much in the United States done like that. So that's why I found it very unique, and thank you so much for sending in your car, man. It was magnificent, and it made my jaw drop when I saw that engine bay. Oh yeah, PS, this car was from Romania. ThatDudeinBlue worldwide. So this one is kind of a two-parter. I picked a Toyota Supra, and not because it's a Toyota Supra, but going back to the article that we talked about before about unique trends, let's talk about trends in modification history. So early 2000s, really wild, really tacky in a way, but then we kind of went full performance, or we went super clean, or somewhere in the middle. So Chris here sent me in this incredible parts list, as you can see, but it's a full carbon Supra. First of all, that is atrocious amounts of money and dedication, so I will give it to you. But look how clean the engine bay is. He did the carbon on top of the motor and everything else, and even where the radiator sits, you can see that there's carbon above that. And look at the side skirts. It's almost an element of old school with that vent up front. This is Nathan's, and this is of its era. Look at it. It's got a veil side, a legitimate veil side body kit on it. It has blue flames on it, which is tacky to today's standards, but it shows yearly trends. You never know how a company is gonna change the look of a car and facelift it because of different trends of curvy body lines or sharp body lines. And with the Supra, as you can see, the veil side had some hard ridges on it, and all the vents and the grills and the wire mesh. I'm still ashamed to go to meets because of the paint job and veil side body kit. Honestly, dude, go there, enjoy it, and own it. As long as you know it's of your time, just own it, man. People will love you for it, and they'll laugh about it, and I guarantee you, people will love seeing the car. This is one of my dream builds. I actually always wanted to build a sleeper Honda out of the Accord wagon. The Accord wagon is one of those just very basic looking cars, but it's a wagon, one, and I think it'd be so funny to just do a big turbo like H series in a wagon and just blow people's doors off. But then this guy took it to the next level. RB25 swapped Honda Accord. What? And apparently you're in the area, so make sure to email my review email because please hit me up. I would love to even just film this car in person. Amazing work. All right, so out of some of those unique cars, which was your favorite? And also, what car are you looking the most forward to in the Kelley Blue Book article? Because I personally still vouch for the Lamborghini Urus, but I'm also very proud of Aston Martin for trying something new in their design language. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.